Hello everyone, welcome on back to Edgewater, Saskatchewan. So I did get a little bit ahead and I got that field all windrowed up. That's the small one, the one that can sometimes be a little bit tough to try to mangle around, especially with the little bit bigger windrower from what we usually have. But I'm going to bring the Massey Ferguson over to the cornfield, or was the cornfield. Get that replanted. That way I can hold off a little bit before I spray weeds, because the flax field does need weeds sprayed on it. I would like to ideally get the lentils harvested, or at least partially harvested. Doesn't need to be done right away. They're not high till that June time, so you know, if it takes 2 videos or whatever to finish, then it's fine. At least you get a little bit, but the hay is probably priority number 1, just because we are completely out of hay. It's kind of important we get that windrowed and baled up. So yeah, as soon as the sugar beets are harvested, we can start looking forward to some chocolate then. It'll be probably an episode or so after that until we'd have any, just because it needs to be put through the sugar mill to make the sugar, and then I need to bring the sugar over to the dairy. That'll take a little bit to make the chocolate. So, not too far, but we are a little ways from there. Then we should be able to plant the half and half field. We'll probably plant that all sugar beets is what I'm thinking. So I finally have cut the green feed oats after them being ready for how many months? All it took was me to dang near run out of hay. And now I actually am out now, but actually we could have this fertilized right after, well, planting. That wouldn't take too long. I want to go around. It should be enough. I'll have a worker do this, just because the windrowing kind of has to be done probably by me. But I need to get a start on the harvest. And we've planted this field a couple times now, so a nice array of headers that should be lined up. I didn't open it, but it should be lined up with the lentil tank. Yes, it is. Okay, that should be opened up, so we actually put some in there now. Like I said, I'd like to get a majority of this field done. May take a little while till it's completely done, but this does take a long time. This field can take a while. I'm not sure why my mini map's not showing my yield percentage, but it's not for some reason. But this isn't as like a yield amount. It doesn't yield a large amount, but it's a higher price. Right. You just see the mounds for those swaths. That's what happens when you basically forget to bale it up the first time and you mow it again. That's two mowing worths. I think we should have enough hay for quite some time after this, though. It's what we put 1.5 into each mixture, since that'll be a good amount right there in that small field. That backfield's always fairly decent. And then we obviously have the green feed oats to go alongside of that. Well, what I think I'll do, I'll probably do a time lapse. I'll try to get around this at least once the edge of the field, maybe twice. We'll see how far we go, I guess. I'll try to do a decent amount of the harvesting, and then I'll probably do the windrowing, baling separate. Then I'll come back to this later. Something like that. So yeah, I'll start the time lapse. I'll talk to everyone once that is done.
All of your wind has gone, and all of the paths you've drawn have sunk to the ocean sun, where no one can see. You stand, don't let the dark embrace, cower the dreams you chase under the rust and blood. Don't let yourself give up.
Alright, here we are. So we're fully done with our one lap around the field. I'll probably come up to here, and I'm probably going to top off the combine a little bit. It should be fine for a little while longer, but it is blinking, and I just don't like seeing it blink. I'll be honest. So we'll just top it off. I'm sure we'll end up having to fill it up anyways in the future if we don't, so really won't change much of anything. Can top it up. Probably about a half tank should do us pretty good, I would think. How's that worker coming along over there? They're just about done. So I'll probably bring this down here. We'll get the get it emptied real quick. I know it's only 49% done, but or full. This way, because I'll have to have them do probably these, at least the long stretches. Those are the easiest for them. Just so I can get everything else I need done. I'm way out. Oh, there we go. The windrowing won't take long at all. We could probably do one time lapse at one point and just finish everything out, I would think. Hard to say. I'm probably going to get the the Valtra set up with the fertilizer spreader. Let me get that field over there spread with fertilizer right away. Then next month we can get that field as well as the flax sprayed off for weeds. And we also have the sugar beets then. Ooh. I don't know what's coming up next after that for harvests. Probably say the soybeans. That's my guess. Probably depends what crop we put into here as well, though. They are doing pretty good, yeah. So I'll get this. Guessing there might be some lime in there right now. That's what I'm thinking. Nope, completely empty. Oh, maybe it did, and then we emptied it completely. Ooh, I didn't think about that. I had filled this up, but really doesn't matter if we put too much in. We can just empty it later. I would think that would easily be enough. Was that my miss spot there? It is. That it is. Ooh, it needs to be moved quite a ways. Which that goes without saying. Which field is it? 28 with the canola. We will probably not be buying that. It really just comes down to we gotta make sure we get these things going before we worry about more things. Those are a couple of months still, but we'll have to do some planting in there and whatnot. So and we got contracts if we really need something else to do. So. I'll get the fertilizing done once they're completely done in that field, and I can fix up some of the rough edges. The real question is, does screen feed oats yield more than just normal grass does? So otherwise, why would you put green feed oats in? Yeah, I think grass automatically comes back after 3 months. It'll be fully grown, while this doesn't. But I think it must be fairly good yield. Oh, there has to be a reason. Otherwise, why would you do it? I'm trying to think, is this Ep28 30? Or is it 29 that we're on? I'm gonna take a gander actually real quick. Yeah, I have no clue where I got 30 videos from. This will be 28. Little bit from 30. Be what, the week after this would come up, we'd be at 30 then. Well, soon. Anyways, this should be done over here. Yep. Outside of small little bits. And then what, this strip, and I think there's a strip up there. I'm sure there's other small spots. Do this. And this should be everything. Right. Oh, let me turn that off. Oh, yeah, nitrogen is bad. Oh, yeah. It needs to go up quite a ways. Maybe 4,000 liters won't be enough. It does need to go 190 kg. 200. Oh, that's a lot, man. Was this the field that needed to be limed? Oh, no. Okay. I haven't looked at rentals for beet harvesters really yet. I'm guessing that 20,000 range will probably be similar to a cotton harvester. So that means we need to net that much. Because otherwise, that would not be good. The goal is to make money. Now, that's a big field. It's one thing I'll say about this map. There is some really massive fields. And that's great. Just not for videos. They can be a little bit long when it comes to videos. Just because you're spending all day. I mean, even our big field, it can take a majority of one video. We'll start it towards the start of the video, and at the end of the video is when we're ending the harvest. Well, we'll get this put back over at the main farm. That'll have to come back over a little bit later. But then we can get these windrowed and baled up as quickly as we can. Ooh, they're making pretty good timing so far on that harvest. I haven't seen anything about them starting to become full or anything. Well, let's get on with the windrowing. I did see it's a couple $1,000 payment, so I'm guessing some more of the butter sold. I wouldn't know where else we would have got paid from. Unless the workers are really nice this time in paying us. That would be nice. And I need to look at the beet harvester price before I forget. Mentioned it, so I need to do it. Let's take a gander. Beet technology. We'd probably go after one of the smaller ones. Now, this one looks like it must not have a storage space in it. So we would need a trailer or something alongside it. We'd be going with the Panther 2 probably. Yeah. Well, it'll collect them. This is basically do everything for us now. We'll get the actual beets right out. I think this doesn't do the topping. We probably have to do the topping separate then or something like that. So this, just the lease it is 19 grand. Plus there's a header. And that would be another 2.5. So just over 20,000. 21,000. I wanted to look at all of the headers, beat headers. Okay. I want to see which ones are like the widest width. The Grimmy's the widest width, it looks like. Well, then this one as well. Which I'm guessing we go on here, but has a significant price increase. I think we'd be fine if we went the Panther. No items in the sales. Weird. Weird. Sometimes that just happens. I look and there's just absolutely nothing there in the sales. But I guess we can figure about 20,000 towards that. Ooh, there's a little bit of grass now. Must have didn't get all of that tedder. Oh, there's a little bit of grass here too. But does it just get mixed in and called good? I think that's what it usually does. Maybe for some reason it's not. I don't know. Well, I think what I'll do here, I'll do a time lapse. I'll finish this, a little bit of this field, not much. And I'll do the backfield. Then I'll get a start on the baling. So I'll talk to everyone once that is done.
And all these steps that we take are leading us far away. And all these years are passing each day. Since then we are far away from where we were. We did what we could. We're light years away from where we stood. The road goes on far from it all.
Alright, so we're a good majority away finished with this field. We need to empty the harvester. I'm pretty sure he's been sitting there a little while full. That's kind of a need, I guess. I'll just finish this field, then we'll hop into the semi and we can just do it that way. That way we don't gotta run over to the silo constantly. But yeah, so far this is doing pretty good, I'd say, for the amount of bales we're getting. Obviously that field over there was a 2-cut, so it was 2 cuts of grass. Probably part of the reason why there's 5 bales over there. We got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 over here. 8 in the 8th in the baler, something like that. 9th in the baler. Quite a bit. And we still got the backfield. I'd rather have extra than not enough. That way we don't have to rush to make sure we gotta cut more hay next time. I feel like I missed some of these spots when windrowing. Over there is quite difficult to get all the spots because it's just a lot of just small little spots. And over here is much the same. Over there, part of the reason why it's just since it was such a big swath. Over here, it's just because I'm not a very good driver. So yeah, I guess I can probably finish this longer. Oh, a little strip right along there too. Yeah, there's a couple easier spots. The little bit we'd get from it, it's not really worth, you know, going through and make sure every little bit is completely clear. You know, if I'm at 98%, then yeah, I'll definitely go and grab it, but it's not worth the little bit. It's kind of weird. We got 5 hours on this. Like, just thinking that we've driven this for 5 hours. And, like, really, we used the truck for what? Harvests? It's mainly what? Harvesting? Trucking around goods for higher prices and, you know, trucking them to sell points. Otherwise, I mean, I guess we did get a bunch of water with the stone crusher a while ago. I think the combine's at like 9 or 10 hours, and you think like we've used it for like 10 hours of harvesting. Nothing else but harvesting. That is just weird to think about. I want to look. What is the high price for lentils? About $7,000. Oh boy. We're going to make a lot of money. Like a lot of money. I thought about selling the milk, but I kind of want to just put it in the dairy. That's why I'm ignoring the super high price right now. I guess the butter is up, but trying not to. With small amounts, it's not always worth it. 24,000 liters in there. Okay, so they must be emptied now. We can grab this. Now, for the most part of this, I should be able to go round, around, around. I think that's how I was able to get it. Outside the middle section, that's just chaotic. Oh, there'll be a good amount left for harvesting still. But yeah, lots of money coming. Because what, we got 10,000 liters in the truck now? 7,000 per. Saw what? Something like 70,000? Oh, but holy God, we're getting a lot of good yield. It's 2,000 liters just like that. This is only one cut, too. That's extremely good. Like, holy God. Like, I feel like we've never gotten this good of a yield off of this, but did we recently fertilize this? I think we did, because I think there's a reason why I think I fertilized it at one point. Maybe limed it. I don't see the combine over there. Okay, they're on the longer stretch, looks like. So we'll have small little bits left for the combine. That one corner down there, usually we end up having to do it. Sometimes it lines up just right where the combine will actually do it. Worker G completed their task. That's telling me it's, they probably think they completed it. They're not, though. They're not done. And we're near being done. So I will go... I have to go to the combine. I'll get it set back up. We're almost done with this. I'm sure there's a bunch that we missed, because I'm doing a bunch of this in first person. I can almost guarantee there's a bunch missing. That's like my guarantee. Yeah, they just went to this end. I think this is the part where it'll be a little bit difficult for them to do it. I mean, we didn't do horrible. We didn't do great, but it wasn't too bad. Quite a few bales in here as well. Well, the cows will be doing pretty good on hay, that is for certain. I'll spin this around in here. Might have to take two trailer loads. Actually, we probably will have to. Once you figure in just how many bales we have, plus I'm not the greatest stacker, I'm guessing it's probably not going to turn out great. You can already see this is going to be a longer video, probably. I apologize in advance for that. So, yeah, there'll be a little bits missed, and that's kind of expected with that. So we'll bring this back to the farm. I'll get it probably changed. I think, do I need a back weight? I don't think I usually use the one on this. Well, yeah, probably not then. I was thinking about putting the fertilizer spreader on it, but I think it should be fine. I think it usually is, at least. That's a lot of bales, though. I don't know if we'll have to do much baling again. I mean, we'll bale it again, obviously, on the grass, because I don't want that to go to waste. Also, we'll bale it on the grass again, just because I don't want that to go to waste in the end. To at least do silage or something, you know. It's very likely I'm probably end up doing a jump cut with these. I'm pretty slow when it comes to stacking bales, and I would hate just to have a bunch of this video just to be stacking bales. I think everybody's probably somewhat slow when it comes to stacking them. Sometimes the physics in farming sim can be kind of wacky, and things will just go flying randomly. Yeah, we should be able to get that field hopefully completely emptied of bales. And we'll be back in the same boat of... You done? Oh, okay. Well, and sometimes it doesn't spike in correctly. Oh well. I'll probably end up leaving some of that harvest for next video, I think. It'll just be that small little corner down the bottom. Ooh. Let's get that was strapped on. See, it's like leaning outward. How many are over there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Be tight. Think we should be able to get them on here. They'll have to be unloaded in between. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. I think what I'll do. This video is probably going to be pretty long. I can already see that. I'll probably do a little of a jump cut here just with the trailer loaded. And then I'll probably do the other field off camera then. Or, well, I'll probably do a time lapse. I'll do a time lapse of loading this. Not sure how that's going to look with the snow. So, if it doesn't look very good, apologies. And if it doesn't look really good, just expect me probably not to do it much more in the snow in the future. Yeah, I'll talk to everyone as soon as that is done. Maybe if I feel really ambitious, I'll try and fit the other field on here, but that'll be pretty tight. Done. That is one big old trailer load, that is for certain. I'm definitely gonna have to unload that in between. And plus we still got probably 6 bales over there, so sure if I stacked it perfectly it would be fine. Probably that's the perfect part. That's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I might be missing one. Oh, there's one in the corner too. To put this over here. So yeah, that is everything for today. I'll get these into the barn stacked up, get those moved in. Yeah, next video we'll have to finish that harvest since it's kind of started snowing. Can't really do that right now. And the sugar beets should be ready by then. And I think we got a couple fields to spray. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.